Welcome back to the recitation on fundamentals of NumPy. Let's now look at squeezing and expanding arrays in NumPy. Squeezing NumPy arrays. The squeeze operation allows reduction of NumPy array axes by dropping a specified axis as long as it is of unit length. The product of the shape remains the same, which entails that the number of elements within the array is the same. Let's look at an example. Here I have an array which comprises of 4 batches, 1 row, and 5 columns. Here is the array. Simply calling the np.squeeze function on the array itself returns the squeezed array. As you can see, the axis 1 is now dropped. We can also squeeze along multiple axes. Suppose we have an array of such a shape. We can see that there are 2 axes of unit dimension. Calling the np.squeeze function on the array simply decomposes the array, compresses it, and returns an array of 4 rows and 5 columns. The 2 axes, whichever of unit length, are now dropped. We can also specify the axes which we want to squeeze. Let's look at an example. We have the np.squeeze function and we pass in the array which we want to squeeze as parameter. Passing the axis as another parameter squeezes the array in that particular dimension. You can see the resulting array now. Now let's look at unsqueezing operations using NumPy. Unsqueezing is the direct opposite of squeezing. A unit axis is inserted in a specified position. We can also add on multiple axes by using a tuple on the axis attribute of the expand dims method. Here we have a sample array of 4 rows and 5 columns. Simply calling the np.expand dims function on the array and specifying the axis along which we want to increase the dimension of the array adds a unit dimension inside the array. The Y array, which was initially of shape 4 rows and 5 columns, now is expanded to 4 batches, 1 row and 5 columns each. We can similarly add multiple axes of unit dimension to the array itself. We can utilize the np.expand dims function again on the array and specify the axes in a tuple as shown. Here is the output.